welcome. I've got a load to get through. Oh my lord, you wouldn't believe the amount of posts I do and don't post them. It's ridiculous. But I'll wait for the energy to come, right? So what's happening is there has been a hidden message that has been transmitted to you, right? This is the message. So what's happening is there's um there's kind of like, think of it like this, there's meetings on higher, right? Outlanders, right? Not humans, right? That can see, they can see your light, our light, individually and collectively. And for those who are ready, right, you're now going to get more of a rapport, um, than you've already been having. It's like telepathy, them voices in your head, the urges, everything. It for those that are ready. It's multi-dimensional dimensions, they're opening, and you're going to be able to see. Um, this is what the bat energy is about. It's about accepting, adapting, and adjusting, right? And because you are going to see what was once invisible. That is the bat energy, and it's a rebirth, which is also the bat energy. Now you're going to be able to enter these higher consciousness, right? And when this happens, your ego is not involved in this, right? Just forget about that for the minute, because it's not involved. Because this kind of telepathy, this these messages that you get, they feel different. They feel true, and you're it's like an overwhelming amazement that might make you cry, yeah? And you feel no need to stop yourself when you get these messages, or you go to these, or when you see or feel these are the dimensions, or whatever you want to call them, right? It's like the ego can still say, you're mad, it's an illusion, it's just fantasy, but it's not very strong, and it soon backs off because it can't override your heart, right? And so, yes, the energy changed. There is no coincidences, and I'll show you how, right? So, just briefly, this lizard, yeah, it talks about the telepathy and the sixth sense, right? And what happens is we've all got that. We you we've got reptilian brain in the back of our heads, right? And lots of things come in through your ego, right? That's that. But what I'm want to have to tell you is these new things that are coming into you, right? These things are the things that you might not share at first, right? Um, I mean, it's one thing to know something, but sharing it is another completely, isn't it? And the more you're in wonder and belief at these things, the more frequently they come. And they can turn into great big revelations, right? That smash you into a crying heap, hand over your mouth, shocking, a heap of otherworldly gratitude. It's unbelievable, and you will feel lighter, unburdened, and astonished. And as they come like that, you might tell someone, but for the most part, right, you treasure them because they're yours alone, and they really are. Everyone's a different, and all you know is you have found something, right? And you don't even know what it is, but you found it, and you don't even care what it is, because all you know is it feels good, it feels right. Now then, these are private moments to you, right? And the more it happens, the more you change, and the more like you start trusting it, the more intuitive you become. Now, intuition, right? The elusive sixth sense, the thing we say, I knew it, the thing we ignore because it's buried so deep, it only feels like a small tug in your belly, or some kind of stirring, and it gets missed you know, if we're overburdened with all emotions swirling round it, we can't feel that we can't feel it tugging at us, right? The intuition is why is when you're trying to do something like I was, and something keeps butting into you, like me reading this card now. At the beginning of this, I thought it was bat energy, and a lot of it is as well. But this lizard card kept clearly coming clearly in my mind, so and it felt right. And the bat has some relevance, though. It because everything is connected. There is no coincidences, because at the time that I was writing about ego and intuition, I got a comment on one of me posts from from Haley Vibe 17 it was, and it was very fitting because it was exactly as I was writing about ego and telepathy. So Haley believes in no coincidences and all. So there you go. You're the woman, one of the women for me. See, I listened. Do you understand? I listened when I felt when the energy changed. I listened. That was a telling me to go ahead and say these things. Now then, what's going to happen as we go from, they can see it, right? Whatever you believe in, they can see this light in us. And as we go from individual, to a collective light, we are then going to this universal consciousness. A lot of yous may be there at the moment. And you see, what happened also was my ego only wanted to use the bat so I could say, like, we're all batty, and all the other jokes I could make, you know what I mean, to make it more understandable, really, because it's not a joke, it's real, and you will feel batty, and the more batty you become that batty. And anyway, who gives a shit? I mean, you start to not, definitely you won't give it, and you don't take it, and it's your batty, and you get proud of it, and you'll be like, I'll be batty whenever I want. So all these things together is what inspired me to do this post. That was listening to my intuition, that was listening to everything tugging and interrupting me, and everything, everything just connecting up. You could have knocked me down with a feather. And don't forget, when this is happening to us, right, this is only like a couple of feathers out our wings that is wanting and there to be known.